Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to show you guys how to make a delicious Chocoflan. Yeah. So today I'm going to show you guys how to make a Chocoflan. I'm going to show you guys step by step how I achieved this. And then I'm going to tell you guys all the ingredients you guys need, and hopefully you guys are able to do this. I mean, it's really easy. You do need to be careful because it does involve heat, but just go ahead and try it. Make it whenever you have time. It is a little time consuming, but after all, it's worth it. It's delicious, and if you like flan and you like chocolate cake, I mean, you know what I mean. It is the perfect thing to make. Hands down, the best thing ever. Honestly, my dad actually requested it, so I made it for him. But other than that, I usually do it from time to time just because, like, I'm already chunky. I don't want to get more chunky, but yeah, it's pretty good, but just be careful when you make it. Be very safe, and just don't rush into anything. If you do need help, ask for help. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy it, and then don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and then turn on that little bell notification so you guys get notified every time Vanessa uploads a new video. So yeah, just go ahead and enjoy this video and keep on watching, and don't forget to comment down below, okay? Love you guys. So we will start by first mixing all the ingredients for the chocolate cake. You can buy any chocolate cake box, but the one I got is from Betty Crocker's Super Moist Chocolate Fudge Cake, which is so easy to make. We are going to need 1.5 cups of water. You also need to add half a cup of vegetable oil. Some people like to add butter, melted butter, but I prefer just to add the vegetable oil just to play it safe. Once we're done adding that, we are going to be adding 3 eggs, 3 whole eggs. Once we are done adding all the ingredients, we just want to make sure that we mix it all very well. You can either add it to the blender to mix it, or you can just use the tool that I am using to mix it, or just use a fork or whatever is more convenient for you. For me, it takes 6 minutes until it looks like this if you're using your hands. If you're using something else, then obviously the job is going to get done quicker, but this is how it needs to look like. Now we are going to start making our flan. So we need 4 whole eggs, we also need 1 can of lechera. Make sure you add everything because lechera is super expensive and you don't want any leftovers in the can. So just make sure you add everything. Our next ingredient is going to be 1 can of evaporated milk. You can find this anywhere, honestly. I went to like my nearest market location and they had it. Also, don't forget to add some vanilla. I usually use around like 1 tablespoon, but you can either add less or more. It's up to your preference. And we just want to mix until it is all combined together. Please don't come at me with my ugly nails. I know I need like a manicure, but just ignore that. So just keep mixing. Make sure that all the ingredients are combined and they're all together, mixed out properly, that we don't have like a whole egg just there. So just keep mixing, and then once you think everything has been all settle down together, then we can go ahead and move on to our next step. So now we are done mixing our flan together. So our next step is to make the caramel, also known as caramelo. So we are going to need 1 cup of sugar, any type of sugar. I prefer using just the basic white sugar. And we also need 1 tablespoon of water, and we need to put it in a pan, and the heat should be medium. So just keep mixing it. It's going to dry up in a while, but just before that, just keep mixing it just so it doesn't burn. So now that it looks like this, that means that, there's, I think, 2 more steps that the sugar has to go through for it to become caramelo. So just keep mixing it. We just don't want it to burn, and the heat is still going to be medium. So do you see that now it's turning brown, and it's starting to look more watery, which is good because now we are getting closer to our caramelo. Making the caramel does take time, so you really have to be patient and just work with it. Just trust the process and just keep mixing. Don't change your temperature too high because you will definitely burn your sugar, and that's not what you want, because then the caramel is going to be so bitter that you're honestly not going to enjoy it. So just keep mixing it, and like I said, it does take time. So once this is the next process, so it's going to end up looking like this, and just be very careful because this shit burns and it hurts if you get it on your finger. Before you add your caramel like this, you need to add butter to your pan. Make sure you butter it all up, just so that once you add your caramel and it's in the oven, it doesn't stick. So you are going to be adding obviously the caramel to the pan, your baking pan, and then slowly you are going to add your flan on top. Make sure that you add it slowly, just because you don't want to rush into anything, and you want to be very careful because keep in mind your caramel is super hot. So now you are going to be placing your pan on top of a bigger pan. This is the step where you are going to have to add water to the pan at the bottom, because that is the way your flan is going to cook in the oven. And make sure your oven is preheated at 425 degrees, and you are going to be adding this amount of water, which is roughly around half of your pan. Once the flan has been in the oven for 20 minutes, you want to slowly and carefully remove it from the oven, and you want to add the cake mix on top slowly and carefully, just because obviously your flan is not ready yet. So what I did was I accidentally did it too fast, so the flan went crazy. But once you're done doing that, you're going to put the cake back inside the oven. Make sure you change the temperature to 350 degrees, and you are going to be leaving the cake inside for 45 to 55 minutes. So once you remove your Chocoflan from the oven, you want to let it cool down for 1 hour, and then you can go ahead and slowly and carefully flip it over to a flat surface. And it is going to end up looking like this. And I really hope you guys enjoy my how to make my Chocoflan tutorial. So at the end, I forgot to record when I took out the Chocoflan from the oven. But when I took it out, all I did was I waited 1 hour for it to cool down, because you know, it was going to be really hot. So you wait an hour for it to cool down, and then wherever you're going to be placing your chocoflan, you are just going to make sure it's a flat surface. You're going to flip it over, smack it a little bit, and then you know, just slowly take out the pan, and then you're gonna go ahead and see the chocoflan. So it should end up being the flan at the top and the cake at the bottom, and then obviously the caramelo on top. So just go ahead and do that very slowly, because sometimes if you don't put enough butter, or if you don't put enough of that one spray pan thingy, it might stick. But don't worry, just as long as you like spank it a little bit and like, you know, shake it slowly and then just lift it up a little bit, you should be fine. And then but yeah, so just be very careful, because it's going to be really hot, and then obviously you have the pan at the bottom with the water that's like boiling hot, and you just don't want to get burned. So be very careful. But you know, once you're done, just go ahead and enjoy it, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be delicious. So yeah,